Black box.
Oh, speaking. Okay, let's talk about that fucking black.
I love doing that so
I
much.
showed the videos at home. They were rolling on the fucking bed. Of course, you know my siblings love that because they're like, "Ooh, someone's getting it to Bonnie." You know they love that shit.
I was waiting for you to put like a black box when she was talking about going out to eat. I was like, I hope he puts a little burger in the black box.
I love doing
But
black
now
box.
you can do a black box with the earrings.
There you go.
Am I on camera? Do I look pretty?
Oh,
Yeah.
another black box. You gotta stop giving
Dude,
me
why
these
are you looking
opportunities.
at me? He's the one who says it.
Could you encourage his ass? You're
He's a
supposed to be on.
grown-ass-
You're supposed to be on my
Listen,
side.
just because he's young,
Am I
he's,
too loud?
he's still a grown-ass man.
He is not grown. He is 22 years old. He is not grown. He's not grown until he's 25. I didn't feel grown until I was 30, though, honestly.
I feel the same
I
as I did in
still
high
don't
school.
feel grown, and I'm almost 40.
Exactly. And I feel like that, too. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to be 60 next year. And I still feel like I was when I was 18. But the wisdom is there. But the spirit is still 18.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
The mentality.
Is different. But I'm still all
Like, you're a
Bonnie.
little bit smarter.
A little bit.
Little.
Fuck off.
I meant that as, like, from
I'm
me.
way
In my perspective, I'm a little bit smarter. I've learned a little bit. But I feel like there are still times I'm like, I have a long way to go.
You do. You're young still. You're not even 40. Give me a break. All right, so are we going to do this? What are we doing today? Are we on?
We're just
Oh, yeah.
talking. We're just... But since you had to interrupt the flow, welcome back to I Hate That Shit, a podcast about hating shit and loving life. Here we are.
Oh,
Annoying the
my God.
shit
You're terrible.
out of the host.
We
Hi,
have to at this
guys.
point.
Hi, guys. It's Bonnie. Hope this finds you well. I'm dealing with my coworkers today. And, I just don't know about either one of them. We're going to sit here and we're going to shoot the shit today. What else you got, Liz? What else were we talking about before you guys rudely
We're
told me
here-
we were on camera?
I was going to let them know that we got our favorite IT guy.
Yes, thank God. And the only reason is because Liz fucked up, you guys. Go ahead, tell them, Liz.
I mean, I didn't really fuck up. Did I fuck up?
I don't know what happened. I think it's
Okay.
fixed. We'll find out when it's editing time.
See?
We'll just call it a mutual fuck up.
No, not
Because
with
nobody
me.
knows where it happened or what it went through.
No, okay.
We'll just call it a happy accident.
Okay,
Because that means we got Jacob here.
that is true.
We
I
get to
can,
record with him.
I can go with that. But since we're talking about fuck ups, my fuck up with the team, you guys,
What'd you do now?
it was bad.
Is the website still up?
I deleted the whole website.
That was a lot.
Again?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that was my
Just
fuck
like,
up.
While
That
we
was-
have Jacob
Yeah.
on camera.
That one was
and
bad.
being recorded.
That one was really bad, and I still feel bad about that. Was bad. That was so bad. I was like, Jacob. It was bad.
It
But
was
see, but
fixed,
we have a
though.
great
It's
guy
okay.
here. Thank God for
He's
Jacob.
smart enough to know that we're stupid.
Yeah,
There's a backup of it now. That's for sure.
See,
And so he can just like pull
He
things
knows.
out his ass and make it work.
He really can. He really can do that too, and we love him for that. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. Tell us what's been going on in your life.
Work. New work.
New work. Got a new job. Got a big boy job.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
It was an adjustment.
I bet. What was the biggest adjustment? The routine?
The pace.
Yeah.
Because this new job is slower.
Right.
But I'm used to restaurants.
Right.
So I feel like I think I asked my manager to like give me more stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to being
busy.
clocking in and immediately you have stuff to do and
Right, exactly.
until I leave.
How do you feel about knowing when you're gonna get off?
That is way better.
Yeah.
And I've had
That is
nights
definitely
and
a
That's
pro.
one thing
Yeah.
I've had jobs where like, when are you getting off?
I don't know.
7
No idea.
a.m.,
Yeah.
3 p.m.,
I
whatever
don't know.
time. I'm like, this is when I'm getting off.
Yeah.
And then you work in a restaurant and it's, when are you getting off? When I get done.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't have
when
no
they say I
idea.
don't need to be here.
That's sometime between 2 and 6.
Because you know the thing.
You get that like cable man.
Yeah,
time
8
frame.
to
When are
8
you
to
gonna-
12.
8
8
to
to 12. You know the thing that I don't like about that though in the restaurant business is that if you're scheduled, and I get this, bosses have bitched to me about this because I'm that person. If I'm scheduled till 2, then I should be cut at 1:30. Do my side work, and at 2 o'clock I should be giving my boss my checkout.
Mhm.
And most of the time, and then they know you're waiting for them to do that, but they're off flittering around doing some other bullshit instead of, let me take care of you right away,
But
so
it's
you
not
can get
just
out.
about that. It's also
For
about
me, it
like
is.
if it's busy.
Mm.
If like
I'm talking a normal day.
if
The
it's
second shift's already
if it's
on.
a slow day,
Right.
then yeah, there's no reason for that.
And you're sitting there
But
like,
if it's
Mhm.
2 people,
no, I get that.
30, the full restaurant,
Oh, yeah.
and they're still coming in,
And the
you got
second
like
shift's not on.
2 or 3 hours
Mhm.
before the next shift comes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, your ass is staying there.
You're gonna stay. So don't cut me and then leave me hanging. That's what I have a problem
Yeah.
with.
But if
They're
it's
like,
dead,
"Oh,
then
you're
you
off."
get
Right.
cut at 1.
Right. But you're still not out of that place till 3? That ain't right. That ain't right. I don't like that. No. If I ever become a boss, which I will be.
That's why we don't camp out at tables.
Exactly.
Hour and a half max, people.
Right?
Max.
And that's
2
not
hours is
between,
pushing it.
At 3 o'clock, you need to either accept getting another server
Or cash out and be gone.
Cash out.
And be gone.
Between
People-
3 and 4, that's when the shift change happens.
People don't understand that in the business how we like to turn tables. It's nice you're sitting there catching up with your friend and whatnot, but
Or even if it's slow,
But-
it's fine. I don't care how long you sit there.
Oh, yeah, if
but
it's
once
slow.
like
yeah,
3 or 4 starts coming around,
gotta
you
go.
need to say, "Hey,
don't
I
be a
wanna go
gamble.
home.
Yes.
when are you checking out? Because I'll cash out with you at that point and
Yeah.
just get the next server."
Have you had some problems in that?
Me? No.
Yeah, lately.
I don't know. I'll go tell them too. I'm like, they're kicking me out. So
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Yeah.
do you
Said
like you can stay? They like you. They just don't like me. They
Right.
told me I gotta go. And I'll do
That's
some
pretty
stupid
good.
joke like that.
Right.
And then they laugh. And I'm like, so I can
Yeah.
either cash you out or just transfer you over. And they're like, no, ha ha ha. We'll just take our check and
Yeah,
take the
right.
next server.
Right.
Like, okay, cool. I'll tell the next server to come over and check on you.
And you're good with
And
that.
and I'll set them up completely
yeah.
and then go do like, hey, in the next 10 minutes.
Right. And say this is it.
Check up on them.
What about you? Do you miss that part of the restaurant business since you're 100%
No.
out of the restaurant business? You're never going to do it
for
again?
a minimum of 5 months, because that's how long the contract is.
What does that mean? You only have a 5-month contract?
If they don't renew it, yeah.
Oh.
But if they renew it, then it's another 5 months and just snowballs.
Why don't they give longer? Why do you even have a contract? Because of the business it is?
Yeah.
Because it's computer stuff. It's nerd stuff, people. It's
Not
nerd
really.
stuff. It's not nerd stuff?
It kind of is, but it's easy.
It's essential.
it's
It's
easy
a lot
for
of
him.
step-by-step stuff, so it's easy to follow.
I don't think I could do that kind of work. That's why I don't do websites, and that's why I don't have an analytical mind like that. I think it is because I think you have to be really analytical because isn't it ones and zeros too, doing a website and all that? It's
anymore.
not.
I mean, they run on ones and zeros, but
Oh.
it's visual.
It's like computer analog.
Right. I guess that's
Or-
true. What is that?
Is it? It's not analog. Is it analog or is it
Binary.
binary?
Binary,
Yeah,
so one-
binary.
Binary, people. It's binary.
Binary language.
Binary. I mean, but it is weird zeros and ones and one everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of zeros and ones, I was watching Ancient Aliens. This was a while back, and they sent the probe. I guess it has our DNA, the human.
The
Did you see
disc,
that?
it's
The
like a gold
disc.
disc,
The
yeah,
golden
the-
disc.
right.
Mhm.
And they answered back in a crop circle. Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
That is amazing. It's exactly like ours, but in their what they are. It was wild.
I thought they got a sound back.
That's something
A
different.
sound wave, but
I know there's like the wow sound wave.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I love Ancient Aliens, but that crop circle was just like our disc, except that what they were, where they were located. I don't know if it had their DNA on there, because I know ours had a man on it, had the form of a man, and this one had a gray on it. It was wild, and of course the code was in zeros and ones, and they translated it. I can't remember what it said, but it was pretty nice. It wasn't like they were gonna come kill us or enslave us or anything like that.
Count your days.
It wasn't anything like
Take
that.
us to your leader.
But I was really shocked. And they say zeros and ones are what runs the universe.
Who would we take them to?
Wherever they land.
That
Land
would
in
be
America,
weird.
take them to the president. If they land in Russia, take them to Putin.
Ugh,
I feel like we should just take them to Dolly Parton.
I agree with that. What did you see her in the Super Bowl? I mean, at the halftime show.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so
She was
cute.
so
She's all 77 years old, all shaking her ass in those little short shorts, man. She was cute. She looked good. And of course, there's some people that think that she shouldn't have done that. And we already know who we're talking about now.
That's because they're
Stupid.
jealous. They can't
Jealous.
do it.
Why are you jealous of someone 77? She looks good.
She
Once she
wasn't
looks
even
good.
indecent.
And she
really.
wasn't in, she had a Dallas Cowboys cheerleading
But it wasn't
outfit
even
on.
just like she had like stockings. Like you didn't actually see her skin.
No, and she had the belly stocking on too with the
Yeah.
star right on her belly.
Like that's
I
the
thought
thing.
she was
She
cute.
wasn't actually like
No,
out
naked
there.
with her
Wasn't
titties all
showing
hanging out.
anything.
Did you see her?
I think I saw a
Did
picture,
you?
but I didn't
What
watch
did you
it.
think? No big deal, right?
I didn't really. I think I saw it on Reddit. I was like, well,
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
didn't care.
But people are mad about that. Why are you mad?
Because people get mad about everything.
People get mad about everything.
You just stop getting mad at Dolly
Why
Parton.
though at Dolly Parton? But I agree on taking her to. It would either be her or Obama. I would say
No, just
I would
take
take
her
on
to
Obama. Obama or Dolly. Those are the only two people I
I just go to
trust.
Dolly. That way you don't have like.
Politics involved.
Yeah.
But then it's
But
already
just 'cause
involved.
she'd like run and give them a big old hug and
But
make them feel like family. And be
I
like,
agree
come
with
on
that.
in, let's get
but
some
that
dinner.
would that would not work because there's people that would make it about politics.
Oh, I know
And you
that.
know that.
But I'm saying like
Stupid.
she'd be the one who,
I
because she
agree.
goes above and beyond to try to.
What
not
about
be into
Martha
politics.
Stewart? What's wrong with her? You got something to say about her? She's just as good as Dolly, right?
No, no, she's not.
Why not?
I'm not hating on her as
You sound
she's
like
not
it.
as she's no Dolly. There is no other.
There is no other. In fact, there was a story about Dolly. Since we're going to talk a little bit about Dolly, there was a story because she turned down the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame award,
Did she?
but people talked her into going back and getting
Okay.
it. So they talked her into it.
Because I saw
And
her performance. for it.
She talked about I guess Elvis Presley wanted to record "I Will Always Love You."
Yeah.
And she said no because they want a half of that.
So
And she said, no.
Yeah.
That's my
Elvis,
legacy.
and this was like the big thing was Elvis was
That was in the 50s,
notorious for, I think what was his name, the Colonel or
right?
something.
The Colonel Parker.
He would record other people's songs. Pretty much every song he did was somebody else's. But in order for him to record it, he would always get the rights to the song.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "You're not getting the rights to my song."
Exactly.
And so they tried to like go down,
Mm-hmm.
but still have control. And she was like,
No.
"No,
She did. She's like, no. And she goes,
You're
it makes me
not-
feel bad, but
I really, yeah." She's like, "I really wish he would have recorded it, but
Yeah.
I'm not signing over."
she said, that's for my family.
That's like
that money's
people
for my
got.
family.
She's so cute.
She is
People
cute.
got surprised that she wrote the song "I
Yeah.
Will Always Love You" and not Whitney Houston.
Right. Well, she did.
She's the
before.
one who blew it up.
Right.
I mean,
Dolly's
it was,
is a
it
good
was
version.
A,
Have
it
you
was
heard
a
it?
hit.
It's a good. It was. It was
a hit
bef-
with Dolly.
It was.
And then
It was.
But
But there ain't no one like Whitney. though,
Whitney's
man.
did it. Whitney did it in her own way
She did.
and made it her
Ugh.
own song. And people were like, "How do you react to people saying that's Whitney's song?" She's like, "I don't care. Just
Yeah.
give me my check."
Exactly. Exactly.
She's like, I don't care if you
Right.
think that's her song. She owned that. She
did.
said the way Whitney sang it, she owned it.
She did. That
And
song
I'm not
is
gonna argue that.
no.
I cry when I hear her sing
Ugh.
it. No,
You know the
I don't
song, right?
mind
Yeah. I know it's-
Have you seen that movie Bodyguard?
Nope.
Oh my God! Are you
I
serious?
don't think I ever saw the movie.
What?
either.
You guys.
I didn't even know what the movie. I never even heard of the movie. Do you want better?
Okay, people. I'm in shock that
I've heard of it.
These people have not seen the Bodyguard.
It just wasn't.
See it. See it with your girl. I mean, if you have a girl. But anyway, and you see it with your
Black
girl
box
or your
stuff.
guy. Shut up. See it with someone. Watch it with me. You want to watch it? We can watch it after this. I'm serious, you guys. Watch that movie. It is so. The songs in that. I'm.
No, the songs I've heard like most of the soundtrack. It's a great
It is
soundtrack.
as good, this movie.
It's an amazing soundtrack.
Watch it. Please tell me you'll watch it, please.
I'll watch it.
Okay, good. We're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
I can't
Gonna
believe
pop
you guys
quiz
have-
me.
Yes.
We're gonna have to come back and do a whole session. just on
Yes.
the Bodyguard.
Yes, I'm down with
A
that.
full episode dedicated to it.
Yes, Whitney, we
Yeah.
will dedicate
But
Bodyguard to you.
no,
we will do that.
Dolly's version was it was more sweet and
It was more
heartfelt.
country.
Well, no, the story behind it, you could
Oh,
tell
yeah.
she was like, she
It
was
wasn't
singing.
about Carl.
No, it was
Isn't
about
Carl's her husband?
no, when
Or
her
is it
husband.
Dean? Carl, I
No.
think is his name. I don't know. Yeah,
Uh,
why am I asking you? Looking at your ass, you don't know.
No.
It was about the guy that he had the show, and she was on the show. That's her. No, it wasn't hee-haw. It was a country singer that had, I can't think of his name.
Cole
But,
Porter.
Porter.
Right.
Porter Wagner.
Right. Okay.
Porter Wagner
I don't.
had a show that was big in like the 60s.
I remember
50s,
that show.
60s.
I don't remember the name of
She
it.
was
though.
the girl singer. He needed a new girl singer. And she got
That's how
on
she
it.
became.
And she was writing songs and she started getting a career of her own. And she's like, I want to go out and do my own career. And he was like, no, you're not going to.
All right, just
And
like a
so
man
she
to
wrote
leave a
the
woman
song.
down. Mm.
She wrote the song to him. And that's why if you hear her sing it, it's like very heartfelt,
It is a good
Softer.
song. Right.
more meaningful, emotional. And then Whitney's is more like
Just
just powerhouse.
It is. It's raw.
Ballad.
It is a ballad. That reminds me of when Carly Simon wrote "You're So Vain."
Yeah.
Okay, you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you?
And
Don't-
everybody
Right.
had an opinion on who
Everyone thought it was Mick Jagger, Warren Beatty, all kinds of people. It's an old song, honey. You weren't even a twinkle in your parents' eye.
Never heard of it.
I don't think your parents were even a
I
twinkle
know.
in
Never
your
heard of
your grandparents' eyes.
That one's old. What is that? Early 70s, mid 70s, maybe. And then they took it and made it a Heinz ketchup commercial jingle.
Did they?
Yes, they did. That's the 70s for sure. I'm old, people, but
How
I'm
did
okay
we
with
even
that.
get to this?
We're just shooting the shit, baby.
Well, it
What do you
started
got-
with Dolly.
Yeah.
No, it
It started
started
with-
with the aliens.
With aliens.
Yeah. See? That's why it's called shooting the shit. What do you got to say? You got anything
This
to
is
shoot
how
shit
our
about?
conversations go off.
All the time.
Only difference is they tend to be more personal
Yeah. We don't
outside
wanna,
of the recording.
Yeah, we don't want to get too personal.
We
with
can't
our,
do that here.
with our guests,
our audience.
our friends, the people we love, who we hope loves us too. I know you guys love me. Not lit. Liz, and especially
It's like
Jay.
a peeking light shine with an angelic halo
See,
over
guys,
me after
they're
my
not
thoughts
even
and her.
very nice to me. Anyway, so shut up, both of you. I really hate both of you right now. See, they're ganging up on me, people.
You don't hate Jacob.
I do not hate Jacob. I love Jacob, and I've missed you, Jacob. You don't even call me and say, hey, you want to go to lunch? You heard what I said on last week's podcast,
I
right?
did. I also heard when you blew out her eardrums and mine.
Sorry. But we did say I had to retract that because you and Bree did take me out to lunch we went to the arcade.
Yeah.
And then was it Oso or the porch?
It was Oso.
Was it Oso?
I just remember I came back for the next recording and I was like,
like,
I was thinking about it. And Jacob did take you out.
Yeah,
It might have been a while.
It
but
was 2 years ago.
Jacob
fuckers.
did take you out.
It was easier then.
It was.
Both restaurants, so
Exactly.
schedule was open. Now
Exactly. It is
harder.
hard. It is hard. It's
And
hard
now
to.
that
It's
Bonnie's schedule's
well,
eventually gonna
I'm quitting
get
my
tighter.
job. I'm quitting my job tomorrow. I have only worked for a month, folks, but
I don't think they knew you had a job.
I didn't because I was just really helping out at a restaurant. I think I might have mentioned it before, but it's too much for me, you guys. I have other things going on. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And
As you
got
open
enough
your
of
own
us.
restaurant.
yeah, they don't know that yet.
I
You
think they
need to-
do right now.
You gotta beep that out.
But anyway, yeah, because it's gonna be a big announcement. But anyway, I think working.
Are you
for
gonna have like a special, like a
Should I do? Oh yeah,
come
we're
say
yeah.
this,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can get like 10% off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come be on the podcast and you can have a free sandwich.
Like
Right.
prove that you follow.
Yeah, that's a good one, Liz. That's very good. See, Liz isn't too stupid. I never thought she was anyway. Look at her. She's all,
The hamster's not dead. He's just lazy.
hey,
It's getting a contact high.
I'm the epitome of lazy. Yeah, I'm the epitome of lazy. I do not think there's anything wrong with couch potatoes. I call it deep couch sitting.
I feel like as long
That's
as
what
you're
it is.
able to,
Exactly.
and it's not stopping the rest
No,
of your life,
exactly.
or affecting you in
Exactly.
any negative
If it's not
manner.
debilitating,
Exactly.
go for it.
Deep couch sitting, people. That's my favorite thing.
As long as your bills get paid and
Exactly.
your responsibilities
Exactly.
get handled.
Mhm.
Exactly. Laying on the
Fucking
couch,
lay
getting
on the
high.
couch.
I'm happy with that. Liz doesn't get a contact high though. She doesn't hang out with me long enough. She's like, I ain't hanging out with you stoners.
Jody does that at OC.
You know it's true, Liz. She's like, I'm out.
Yeah. I do.
I know. It's funny. It's very, very funny. But you know what? But I really don't. I think that's one of the problems with the mentality of people nowadays is that everyone feels like if you're not busy, then obviously you're not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're not constantly on the go, busy doing this, whatever, then what are you doing with your life? Your life sucks. Why aren't you up at the crack of dawn working till midnight? Fuck that.
It's like the Andrew Tate.
No.
It's like people.
No,
and they're-
exactly.
You
No.
watch like older people, online. They'll be like, "Yeah, I haven't called out in 20 years." You like weird
Good for
flex,
you.
but cool, dude.
Yeah. Big deal.
I
I could say the same thing too. When I work, I work. But if I'm not
Yeah.
working, I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses or feel like
I'm not gonna have 20 million side hobbies.
Exactly.
Making $2 a day.
exactly.
It's like that. It's one or the other. I will either have hobbies or I'll work.
Exactly.
But I'm not doing both. Because when I work, like you said, when I work,
You're working.
I work.
Exactly. And
It's
after you get
not-
off,
And I work like all the fucking
you
time.
work all the time. All the time.
And if I were able to not do that,
You would.
I would
exactly.
not do that, and I would go get a hobby.
See,
And
because
then people are always like, "What's your hobby?" Like,
laying on the
Work.
couch.
nothing.
Exactly. Nothing.
It's work.
Work.
Nothing.
And then you put in that bullshit like, "I watch movies,
yeah.
hang out with friends."
Yeah.
Dude, like, oh really? Like, no, but
No.
it's more interesting. Or you'll leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you though, there's that commercial on TV. I don't know if I think it's a Lazy Boy commercial now where they talk about people being lazy. Like, we're tired of people saying that us lazy people can't just be lazy. It's some commercial like that and they're all back in their lazy boys and shit. And it's true. Why do people have to feel like if you're not going 24/7, then you're not a success or
it's
you're not moving forward? That's bullshit as far as I'm
it's
concerned.
all the Instagram influencers who were saying that.
Yeah.
There's like I said, Andrew Tate. He's all about that.
He's so horrible. He's a misogynistic asshole, man. He's in jail right now. In
he's
Romania.
Still? Is he still?
Yes, he is. Yes, he
He's
is.
not, he might be on house arrest. He's not in
He's
jail.
not in Romania anymore in jail?
I don't think so.
Well, whatever.
No.
He sucks. I don't like him. He's very misogynistic, and he thinks that he thinks that women should be beneath his feet. He really thinks that women should be barefoot and pregnant, and they should please and service their men. No ifs, ands, or buts. And he also, with all these other stupid men out there, think that women should not be able to divorce their husbands. What? Why? If you're beating my ass or you're cheating on me, I shouldn't be able to divorce you. They think it should be because right now we have what's the law? Irreconcilable differences. That's
a reason.
Right. That's usually what most people get divorced on, like no fault. Like it's neither here or there. So that's what most people get divorced on. What they're trying to do is saying that there's no recourse for women to divorce their husbands now. They want women to not have that choice after all the other choices that they've taken away from women. Now you can't divorce your husband if he's an asshole? What?
No, but why can't you divorce your wife if she's a bitch? Domestic violence goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're domestic violence on and you say that she can't divorce you, can you divorce her? See,
Well, if you can't divorce, then you can't divorce.
Of course it's happening in the state of Texas. Of course. That's
Texas.
where, yeah.
Texas. I would have
Hi,
guessed
Haley.
Tennessee. Tennessee is becoming the worst.
It's
At this point, Tennessee is getting worse than Texas and Florida.
really? They are pretty bad, but I don't know.
They're getting there.
Texas and Florida are like,
Tennessee's starting to be like, if you leave the state and do something, we can come
with your
get you
abortions
anyway.
and stuff. Oh yeah,
I believe that. I believe that.
Like they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
look through your medical shit, and they have the same where it's like you have to talk about your kid's period for them to play sports.
Oh, that's right.
and-
That's right. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like Tennessee is getting there. It's getting to be just as
And
bad,
you,
if
yeah,
not
and you
worse.
talk about pedophiles. That what is that? You want to look at my kids' genitals?
I don't get it.
You want to make sure that they're having a period. One story on Twitter
It's
was
either Tennessee or Florida. One of them.
It wouldn't
They
surprise
were
me if
trying
it
to
was
get it to where you have to go get
that's Florida.
physically.
Yes.
Not just when was your period when
Yeah.
it started, but like physically they
Checked.
have to
Look at it.
medically check. I'd be like, that is a
It's none of your business.
damn lie.
Yeah.
You are not touching my child.
No.
Well, I'm supposed to let
What
some
about
gym
HIPAA
teacher
laws?
just.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hell
And
no.
they talk about pedophiles. You know what do you call that? Grooming?
Yeah.
You guys say that's grooming.
I feel
Everybody
like
else
that's
is
more
like,
traumatic than seeing a man in a dress.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I tend to be wrong sometimes.
You know, I agree with that too, though.
But I
It's-
think sexually
Yeah.
assaulting a child is
Yeah.
a bit more traumatizing than a man in a dress
Yes.
dancing to Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift.
Exactly. Especially since
That's just my opinion
if
of it.
people are really paying attention and seeing what is really going on in this world, you would know that the people who have been arrested, who have been tried for child abuse, sexual abuse, pedophilia, are all white Christian males. That's a fact. And they come from the churches, they come from the schools, and they're over here trying to say that someone that dresses in drag is a terrible person, is a pedophilia. I don't think so. You know, it's or banning books because they have the word sex in it, or there's two dads.
Tennessee, I think, is the one that's trying to make being gay illegal.
Yes.
Like, fully just,
Yes.
If Jacob, if you and I were walking down the street holding hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or peck on the cheek, that's okay. But if Bonnie and I did
Mm-hmm.
it would be illegal.
Right.
It would be considered a
Who
lewd,
How
sexual
stupid.
act.
Well, it couldn't just
Who
be friends
cares?
being friends, showing love to each other. It means I want to get all freaky. It's stupid.
I feel like maybe I said peck on the cheek because
Right.
he's a baby. But
Go on, Liz.
But if it was like, how many times have you seen straight couples, a man and a woman, going at it at a bar?
Oh, lots of times.
A
Lots of
family
PDA.
restaurant. I'm
Yep.
not talking about like 1 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
drunk at a bar. Then
Right.
you're like,
Right.
there's a little leeway there.
Right.
But when you're talking about in the middle of like Applebee's
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Those dollar margaritas.
Yeah, man.
They coming.
That's embarrassing.
and you think they're about to jump on the bar and go at it.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
But that's you know,
That's
but that's
okay. But if it were 2 men or 2 women,
Oh, yeah, no.
it's a problem.
It's a crime. It's going to be
They're
a
trying
crime.
to make it a crime.
Why? What is it that people feel like they have to
I don't
force
mind.
their
Here's my
beliefs
thing.
on people, though? What is
I
that?
don't even care if they make it PDA illegal.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
that's fine
Okay.
as long as it goes both ways.
Right. I agree with that too.
Because I don't care.
Heterosexual or homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
A quick kiss, even if it's a peck on the lips, like a quick
Right.
whatever. But
They're trying to outlaw all that
when
shit,
you're
though.
like, I don't want to go refill their drinks because it's awkward and I'm tired of seeing him check out her tonsils.
Oh, see, that is so true. Because the people that I know in the LGBTQ plus community, they're not like that.
No.
It's only straight people, heterosexuals that.
The only
act
time
like
I've
that.
ever seen it from gay people, it was like time and place.
Exactly.
Like if you were at a club,
yeah,
Oh,
a gay
yeah.
club.
mostly
exactly.
a gay club.
Exactly.
They don't really do it that much in straight clubs
No.
because
They know.
dangerous.
Because people will hurt them and
Like,
people are
that's-
prejudiced. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad that people can't be themselves. I mean, what is wrong with minding your own fucking business? Why?
They're not hurting you.
Why are you telling me
It's
that
because
you don't want a book in school? That's fine. Then don't have your child read it. We've
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah.
But why are you trying to tell me I can't read it either? What the fuck is
while
that?
sitting there saying we need small government.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
what kicks me though. Is
It's
like
hypocrisy.
It's
the
the
hypocrisy
It
of
is. It's
Republicans
hypocrisy.
are the party of small government.
Yeah, law and
no
order.
government overreaching. You know,
Yeah,
it's
but-
like, but you sit there and scream, I don't want Democrats telling me what to do with my home. Like, but you're telling me what to do with my home,
in my body.
in my education, in my
Mhm.
children's
Mhm.
education. You're telling me
Mhm.
how to raise my child,
Mhm.
what to teach them, what they can and cannot see, what they can and cannot read, eat, watch,
Exactly.
who they can interact with.
Yeah.
What you're telling me what to do in my church,
Mhm.
in my doctor's office, and
Mhm.
everything. It's like, that's not.
That's not
You
small
can't
government.
sit there and scream you don't want Democrats telling you that while you're trying to tell everybody else that.
Mhm.
And you like, and now you're trying to take away voter rights.
Yep. Yep. They're trying to get rid of
And you're
the-
not even secretive.
Fifth
Marjorie Taylor
Amendment, the
Greene
Fifth.
came in and blatantly stated, if you are a Democrat and you move to a Republican state, you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so are you going to take the conservative vote too?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that
Right.
if Republicans go to a blue state?
Right.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So how does that work? It's two sides, you know? It's bullshit.
Or they're blatantly stating, like, I don't want people to vote.
No, they don't.
I don't get like the moving thing, because whenever there is elections and they show the maps, every major city is blue.
Yeah, of course.
Every single one. And
Yes.
then the middle of buttfuck Minnesota.
Yeah. All the way right down through the country.
Which
It's
is
all
what
red.
I
It's all
think.
red.
No one there.
No one
If
there.
they got rid of, they need to get rid of the fucking
Electoral college.
electoral
Oh, yeah,
college.
it's a
100%.
Because here's the thing, they scream like, well, if you do that, then all the cities are gonna decide. It's like, do you understand how many Republicans are in California?
Yeah, and it's one vote, one person, one vote anyway.
Do you know
It
how many
should be.
Republicans? There are a lot
is.
of Republicans in
Yeah, but it's still
California.
a Democratic
It's-
state, though.
It is, but
Forever.
if it was, their votes don't count in the presidential election though,
No,
because of the electoral college.
exactly.
They lose so many votes because of that. Or how many Republicans are in New York?
But see, but
New York State,
but here's the
and
thing
all
about
that gets chucked out the window.
Right, but here's the thing about the electoral college. Okay,
I
right.
feel like if
Our
we just
whole
argued that, they
right.
would be like, "Oh, wait,
exactly.
Republican votes aren't being counted."
Right, but that's why they gerrymander. But that's another story. But what I'm saying about the electoral college, and not even that, but just our system of government anyway. California has how many people? 15 million, something like that, right? We'll say 15 million. 15 million people in the state of California. They get 2 senators. Wyoming has a population probably less than the state of Arizona, right? Or even
Wouldn't
the
surprise
city.
Wouldn't
Even
surprise
the
me.
city of Phoenix, they probably have less than that.
Yeah.
And they still get 2 senators too. Who's being underrepresented? California is. That's the problem that people don't understand. Everybody gets 2 senators. We have 50 senators. Everyone gets 2 or
Yeah, but that's why they get more.
100 senators.
They get more representatives, and they get more electoral college votes.
That is true, but they're still when you take the Senate and the Republic or Congress all together, there's the states. Blue states fund red states. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Blue states fund red states. So there are blue states that have big populations like that are being totally underrepresented. And people cry about the electoral college.
But that's
If we did one person, one vote, it would make a big difference.
yeah.
Why don't we do
If you went
that?
to the popular vote versus
Exactly.
the electoral college. But the thing is, like, with the Congress, the reason Senate has 2 for every state. Period.
Mhm.
And then the House of Representatives.
It depends on how they gerrymander shit.
You need states with a higher population have more representatives
right.
than ones with lower.
And
And that's how it balances, because you got to have
Right.
both houses
to agree
in order for
the-
something to pass. So
Right.
you get, when it gets bills and laws and stuff, they go through the House
Schoolhouse
of
Rock, people, listen.
They go through the House of Representatives
Right.
first. So you
Mhm.
have to get through the proper
Mhm.
representation,
Mhm.
and then it goes to
To
the
the
Senate.
Senate. Mhm.
That's why I feel like,
And then it goes
that's
back,
okay
then
that
it goes
Senate
Right.
has 2 for everybody,
I don't like
because
it.
the representatives is what, like 500 something.
There's
Yeah, there's a
400,
lot.
490, 472, something like that.
something like that. Yeah. But if you gotta imagine, if there were that many people on both sides,
Nothing would
I
get
mean,
done.
nothing gets done now, but
Yeah.
for it to get past
Yeah.
the Senate would be
Right.
damn near impossible. That's why it's easier to just keep it at.
Right. And I get why. I understand why, and I agree with it to a point. But if we're trying to
Now, if
we
you
live
were to
in
say
this melting
like
pot, though,
2
you know?
representatives to
Right.
Senate,
that would be
then
bullshit.
I'd be like, that's fucked up.
That
That's
is
not
fucked
right.
up. That wouldn't be right. But I get that. But I don't understand why more people don't understand. I mean, right now, I think our world is in serious crisis right now.
It's been that way for a few
Yeah,
years.
but it's getting worse.
I feel like
It's-
it's peaking.
I agree with that.
It's been like Jacob says, it's been
It
like,
has.
it's been climbing and climbing
It's
and
true.
climbing, and it's
Right.
kinda,
So what gives?
fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's starting to peak.
Yeah. So what gives?
Otherwise, it's gonna keep
do we
going
does
up.
this dissipate or do we go to war? Do we have World War III?
That's the only two.
I think the better question is what's going to come first, the Civil War or World War III?
I'm not worried about the Civil War, honestly. I don't see it being like that. But the World War, that's the one I'm worried about.
I mean, that one's obviously more
because that one is
torturous.
There's so
destructive.
There's so much bullshit going on.
I'm just curious which one's gonna happen first.
I know, with the Nazis back
Which
on the
one's
rise,
gonna
though.
hit?
Have you guys seen
That
all
is
that?
terrifying. Oh my god, it's insane.
It's insane.
It's so weird.
They had swastikas on buildings and shit. I'm like down in
they're
Florida.
the ones
I
here.
can't even believe
They're
that
like
shit.
Neo-Nazis screaming, "We hate fascism."
Right. It's like, how?
See?
Yeah.
Democracy.
Exactly.
All based around that.
But that's people who aren't educated. That is people who aren't informed. When they're sitting there being fascist but calling out fascism, you're a fool.
Fascism's horrible, but we need to take after Hitler.
Yeah. Stupid. I don't get it.
Explain it to me.
I don't get it.
Make it make sense.
Make it sense. It doesn't make sense, though.
I just want to know how that logic works. That's all I want to know. I'm not saying I'm going to agree or disagree.
Right.
I just want to know how
their
we
thought
need to
process
follow a fascist dictator
No.
without having fascism in the U.S.
Right. I don't know. Or when they throw around the words communist and, all the words. Yeah.
It's like, do you know?
Or socialist.
Yep,
Do you know what? Do you know what those actually mean?
Do you know how much socialism is already in our government?
Corporate welfare. There's the biggest one. But you don't hear them talking about that. All the tax breaks that all these corporations that don't need the fucking break, they're fucking billionaires, but they're like, oh, socialism's bad. No, socialism is bad to you when you're giving breaks to the kids who went to college. Why if you can give a 1.9 trillion, right?
Billionaires,
yes,
but you can't bail out somebody who's struggling to make ends meet.
I don't
like if my taxpayers have to. My tax dollars have to go, and I do pay taxes.
Yeah,
I don't
loophole
my way out of them.
It would be nice.
IRS.
They're already getting me.
They sure are.
But they're getting their money. Don't you worry.
Been there, done that one, man. Too. It's terrible. It is, but
I
agree.
pay it. If I would rather my money go to somebody who needs it than a billionaire who just doesn't want to
hoards it,
doesn't want to make $100 million a year
less,
as opposed to $120 million a year.
Right.
Like you're making more money than most people in a year than most people will see in their lifetime. And you can't take a break just so that your company doesn't go bankrupt.
No, there's
and yet you're gonna give yourself a raise and ask for a bailout.
Oh yeah, of course.
My taxpayer money goes directly to you.
Yeah. There's an article. The two biggest. Okay, during the pandemic and after how eggs were up to what $6-7, almost $10. They just were found liable that the two biggest egg producers in America had raised the prices between 21% and like 55% for no fucking reason. That's the only, and their profits went through the roof, but we're the ones struggling to pay $7 for 12 eggs. Really?
I feel like there's also people exaggerating that shit.
This is
no, I'm not
court.
talking about
right.
that, but I'm not saying
eggs.
they didn't raise the prices.
Right.
But I never saw eggs $10. I mean regular eggs.
They were $5 here.
$10 a dozen. Maybe like California. I don't know that, and I know they're always more expensive and shit. But like I never saw these outrageous fucking prices that they say. No. Yes, things did go up. Things go up all the time. And I'm not saying there wasn't any price gouging.
There was.
But I never saw it to the extent they said.
And
they would be bitching about gas prices. Like, gas prices are so high.
They are high.
And yes, they are high, but like
they're high.
You're paying $2.30 an hour or $2.30 a gallon. Meanwhile, California is like 7, 8.
It's $3.69.
It's like $3.50.
$3.59
right now.
It's only $2.55 in Albuquerque.
That's
It's
probably what
$1
it is
more.
in South Carolina. South
Right.
Carolina statistically, well, at least used to. I don't know if they still do. Had the cheapest gas.
Arizona's
in the country.
second, right behind California.
And
Not surprising.
when I went home a year ago, it was like $2. And they were like bitching about it. I'm like, it's $2.
We haven't seen that since the pandemic.
It hasn't been $2 since 2018.
Like, yes, it is $7-8 in California. Granted. But why are you bitching about
You're $2.
gas prices are sky high everywhere? Like,
Wow.
it's been $2 there, like
Wherever.
around $2 to $3 for the past like 8 years.
Must be nice, man. Not here.
12, like 10 years.
It
As
jumps.
long as I can
It's
remember,
expensive.
it's been between like $2 to $3.
Mm-mm. Same in
And I'm
Albuquerque
like,
too.
that's-
Not here.
And I came out here, and I remember the first time I was like, "Wow, I only paid $3.80 in gas this time," and I was like, "Shit." Never in my life thought I'd say that.
I can't believe how expensive it is out here too. But
And
that's
it jumps. Like
it does.
It'll be it's $3.50 this week, and
That's
next week's
corporations.
$4. Like, what the hell?
'Cause
No,
they're-
but the worst is when it's like it drops. It's like you go pay. You're like, I can't make another mile. I have to get gas,
yes,
and you pay like $4.30
$69
an hour
Ugh.
or $4.30 a gallon, and then the next day you drive past the same gas station and it's $3.40.
Exactly. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean about people talking about socialism. Look at the corporate places, people. If you want to know who gets a $1.9 trillion tax cut, it ain't you and me.
And if you want to bitch
It
about
ain't us.
inflation,
Yeah, it ain't us. So if you're talking
Capitalism.
socialism, yeah,
capitalism kills it.
these are
Because
the
they
things
can. They
people
can
don't
just say,
understand.
I want it to. We want our
America.
prices to be this.
Yeah. People don't understand.
And I know inflation's up all around the world.
It is.
Before
But
you
that's
say shit.
that's
But,
the thing.
like-
Don't fucking bitch until you fucking actually know the facts. Don't sit there and blame someone or something or some entity until you know exactly what the fuck is going on. Because
stop saying
corporate-
communism
Exactly.
horrible unless if you can't
define it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we should be communists. I'm just saying if you can't define it, stop bitching about
Same
it.
with socialism. Same with all of those stupid words
And
that
that
they
whole,
throw out
like,
there.
what
It's
is
so
it?
dumb.
This isn't a democracy. It's a republic.
yeah.
It's,
Isn't it a democratic republic?
It is
Yes.
because it's a democracy. It's the
Uh,
Republic of the United States,
Right.
which is a democratic government.
There you go.
It has nothing to do with the parties.
no.
It is a form of government.
Yeah. Tell him, Liz. Get it, Liz. Tell
And
him, Liz.
I'm
Tell him,
fucking
honey.
stupid, and yet I feel like the brightest person in the room when I go on social media and scroll through the comments. And that's a problem.
You know that's true, though. It is. There's people out there that I'm just sick of the uninformed people just spouting their fucking bullshit when it's
And
just
the
like
amount
you,
of confidence
you can't-
that comes
yeah.
out
Oh,
with it.
that's-
You're
that's
just
the
like,
problem.
ugh.
you're like, really? You're that confident in being that stupid? Okay.
Stop screaming about the First Amendment when you don't know anything about
Or the second one too.
Here's my
Yeah.
thing.
My
If
guns.
you can't tell me what's in the First Amendment,
Thank you. Thank you.
because it's more than freedom of speech,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
it
give you a
should.
hint. There
Yeah.
are five.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 tags.
Yeah. They don't know.
There's the first, and then there are 5 sub points.
Got the bullets.
People don't know that.
And then you get
Same with two. Same with the Second Amendment too. They just take that one little
the
spot.
first 4 letters.
The
first
first
4
words. Yeah. And run with it.
It's like news headlines.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, it's stupid. But I think I'm done bitching today for a while. How about you guys? Got anything to say? I think we're pretty good.
I think that was a productive.
It was a shooting the shit one,
That
huh?
was a weird
Yeah.
way.
Me and Liz talk like that all the time. She's the one that usually keeps me in check.
Where did we start?
One of my friends too said that they were watching the video this
We
last weekend.
started with like restaurants.
Yeah, and
my job.
They said
Restaurants.
Liz keeps me in check. They're like, you guys are good for each other. I was like, well, I'm not a killer. You guys have no fucking idea. Really, I do.
It's because she shuts me up and I
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
like it.
She shuts me up when I'm in the middle of a point. But if she has to keep me on
Granted,
track.
the point has nothing to do with anything. And I kind of forget the point sometimes when I'm talking.
All right, fine. And on that note, Jacob, thank you. We're glad you're here. I've missed you. I'm glad we got to see you. Sit down and shoot the shit a little bit.
I don't think I've been on one since.
It's been a while.
This episode?
Yeah,
That was the very
I think.
first. That was September.
I believe so. Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was
Yeah,
Haley's episode.
that was at the beginning of the season. Then, huh?
It was
But
either
yeah.
that or did you do something with Rocco?
Nuh-uh. That's
No,
the
I
only
haven't
one
done
he's
anything.
done. If you look at the board, yeah, that was the
There's a
only
lot
one.
of stuff on that board that haven't been done.
Yeah, I try to check
Yeah,
them off.
that
But
is
anyway,
the
It was
only
just
one.
Haley.
yeah. And you, Liz, do you have anything to say before I sign us out of here?
Bonnie, you're so amazing.
Thank you, Liz.
Black box.
And cut.
Don't let shit get you down. Don't let shit get you down. You're not alone. We're all in this together. Peace.
Black box.